So are the Avs just waiting for me to crash out specifically about their power play, or do they just really hate Quinn Hughes? Avs win over the Minnesota Wild 5-1. If you were to write a game about a great hockey team that was not only learning but actively fixing their mistakes, this game would pretty much fit that bill. The Avs just came off of a game that they won, but was very close because of poor special teams, and the last time they played Minnesota, they played great at 5-on-5, but Wallstedt also played well, held the Avs to 2 goals, which got the game to overtime, but the Avs ultimately fell in a shootout. This game, they played pretty great at times at 5-on-5. Jesper Wallstedt once again held them to 2 goals at 5-on-5, but the special teams were really good and made it an easy night for the Avs in the end. Minnesota was on a Segababa. Yes, it's a scheduled loss for them, and to be honest, I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that the Avs looked great. If you want to be a great team, you have to find ways to win games like this one. The Avs do it all the time. Minnesota didn't even come close. Avs controlled the first extremely well. Minnesota just 7 shots on goal in the period to the Avs 14. Both teams traded power plays that did not score. The Avs looked good, but we've long been past the fact of the Avs looking good not being good enough. Thankfully, later they would fix that. And what was an effective period from the Avs was looking like one that wasn't going to change anything on the scoreboard. But for a good party to become a great party, you need shots. A shot comes in from the outside that's going to go wide of the net and come in behind, and this is Marty Necas working in deep, getting to a puck, and simply out-muscling a guy. This is not one of the hard workers, not that Necas doesn't work hard, but not the guy you expect to be doing that type of stuff, and it sets up a situation along the boards where the Avs top line just goes into a cycle. These are the skill guys. Even they have to do the cycle stuff to make things work even, and from here, Cale Makar is going to step up into this play, and that's what's going to make it truly special. As this cycle works, it's also good movement, good stuff from Landy and Necas to do a little bit of a weave along the boards. That allows Makar to come in and all of a sudden find a ton of space, as it's a bad read from Minnesota's defenders. Makar's going to threaten that space, and as he steps into it, Necas slides into the space that he's given as well. This is beautiful stuff. You cannot write it up better, and Makar slips it to Necas, who puts a perfect shot up high. Feel like we haven't seen enough of that specific play from the Avs this year and from Cale Makar. The Avs able to cycle, get their defenseman involved in that role, penetrate to the middle of the ice, and find that guy to set up a goal. Now, Cale Makar was an absolute baller in this game, probably one of his best games of the season, but it's also good that Necas makes it goals in back-to-back games. This one was the A game from the Avs' top 6 and top pairing. You got the absolute juice, and I don't think any team can keep up with them when their top 6 plays like this. So you win a period 1-0 on the road. It's a great way to start a game, especially against a team that's going to have tired legs later. The second period felt even more smothering, to be honest. Yes, Minnesota had 13 shots on goal in it, but honestly, it was not that dangerous. I know there are a couple high danger chances in there, and credit to Mackenzie Blackwood. He stopped 28 of 29 shots tonight. That's also really good. But the Avs just seemed locked in for this one. They should have made it 2-0 early in the second period. Unfortunately, Artturi Lehkonen went offside, and I'm not even arguing this one. It was the correct call. Like, he was very clearly offside, but it's getting kind of crazy how many goals have been called back. They have to have the most in the NHL as a team, right? What would ultimately be the difference maker in the second period, though, is special teams. The Avs kill a penalty about halfway through, and then Minnesota takes one, and the Avs finally do the thing. Power play face-off. Nathan Mackinnon is going to win it back. Cale's going to collect, and the Avs are going to get set up in their power play unit, which has Nathan Mackinnon in the bumper. That's a little bit different. Necas on the half wall, Nelson on the other half wall. Gabe Landeskog in front. No complications here. Nelson to MacKinnon. MacKinnon shoots. It's a goal. I will say, unreal good sauce pass from Nelson to get that to MacKinnon, to be fair. I'm not going to look this up because I'm lazy, but genuinely, how many of the Avs power play goals this year have come within 10 seconds of a face-off? It's more than a few. I know that for sure. It feels like when the power play is working, they get it to a spot and they shoot. It's not that complicated. The Avs have a 2-goal lead at that point, and just a few minutes later, Minnesota ends up taking a double minor penalty. And Gavin Brindley, bless his little heart, he worked his butt off to earn this penalty, and he absolutely deserves the call. He watches Marcus Foligno just kind of beat him up Honestly, that's what happened here. The refs do make it a double minor, and the Avs needed both, but they do score again. Oh look, it's another power play faceoff. Oh look, the Avs win it again and immediately get set up. This time, it's Makar sliding across the middle with Nathan Mackinnon going to his usual half-wall spot. You have Necas heading down towards the goal line, and Landeskog just skating to the middle of the ice and causing havoc. As Minnesota tries to do a handoff to respect Nelson coming down the opposite side, Makar's just given a ton of room. That's too much room to give Cale Makar. You got to be more of a threat there. Makar uses it. Makar fires. Your bodies have gotten in front, Landeskog specifically, but Necas is at least, an option that you have to think about, and Makar puts this one top cheese easy. It was off a face-off again. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. But Cale Makar unlocked on the power play. That's his second power play goal in a handful of games. That might be the biggest key to everything. If he starts putting the puck in the back of the net on the power play, the Avs power play might actually be, dare I say, good. Now, of course, this is only one game, and literally last game I was melting down about the Avs power play and special teams. And let's not kid ourselves, it's not fixed by this one game. The Avs power play sits at only 16.5%. This still felt better. I don't want to say it's the start of fixing it, because the last couple of power plays goals the Avs had led to a game where they were horrible. But good power plays that eventually lead to more power play opportunities where you actually convert on them, and it's Nathan Mackinnon shooting the puck and scoring. It's Cale Makar shooting the puck and scoring. The things on your power play that are supposed to work and have not been working for the majority of the season all of a sudden are starting to work again. And if the necessary engine for that is me crashing out and calling it horrible, I am absolutely willing to do that again. I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but man, it's kind of funny. And the Avs take a 3-0 lead into the third period against a tired Minnesota team. This game should absolutely be over, and it was. Minnesota did push early in the third, and they even get a goal for that. Pretty clearly here, you can see the Avs just chasing the play a little bit in their own zone. Minnesota's already hit one post on this shift from here, and the Avs are just a bit discombobulated, not getting to pucks, not being able to do anything effective. This initial play doesn't result in anything. The Avs almost get away with this, but a second post gets hit, and I don't fault the Avs too much for a post bounce. Those pucks just go where they go. This one right on Hartman's stick, and it's a goal. Yeah, the Avs were chasing in their own zone. It's not perfect defense, and Minnesota hit multiple posts. Probably earned that goal by outplaying the Avs on that shift. You can have bad shifts in a hockey game. Not just have, you're going to have, I should say, bad shifts in a hockey game. It happens to every team in every game. Minnesota capitalizes there. It does feel like they get a little bit of momentum. It feels like this game could have been made close if the Avs don't lock things down, but they do. Minnesota expends the last bits of their energy over the next 5 minutes, including another power play opportunity. You don't love that the Avs give them that option, but the PK kills it. Your special teams go near perfect on the night, and you get to ride this one home in the third period. The Avs likely had this locked up anyway, but great to see Brock Nelson get on the board too. Girard gets a puck in deep. Avs go to work again. Leckie playing for a good portion of this game on the second line, and he just keeps working. He doesn't get down on himself. He doesn't feel like it's a slight. He just does the work he has to do. Nichushkin also strong on a puck to get it out to Sam Malinsky. Malinsky throws a little chip shot pass in there that doesn't really connect, but so what? The Avs are just relentless on the puck, outworking a tired Minnesota team. That's how you do it, and then this is a very nice read from Girard to see Nelson sneaking in deep, and another no hesitation play from the Avalanche. See puck, shoot puck. When it's a shot that good, it's going to go in most of the time. Brock, buddy, where is that shot on the power play? That thing is nasty. Use it there, too. That one certainly sealed the game. Minnesota pulls their goalie anyway, and Nathan Mackinnon ends up with the empty netter for his 30th goal of the season. It's not Christmas yet. Nathan Mackinnon is legitimately on a 70-goal pace. That has happened 14 times ever in history. Now, a long way to go to get there. I probably don't even believe McKinnon will get to 70. It would be unbelievable if he does. He's gonna get to 60 unless something crazy happens. This is almost certainly the peak goal-scoring season of Nathan MacKinnon's career. So enjoy that. I certainly am. The Avs took a team that is one of their main divisional opponents, a team that traded for an NHL superstar specifically to keep up with the Colorado Avalanche, and they just put them in the trash bin. Yes, I know there's context. Yes, I know it matters. But you can't tell me that this was not a statement win from the Colorado Avalanche. That's the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and the Avs are a wagon.